Ladies and gentlemen, these are the top Formula One news of this week. Osama bin Russell and his trusted student Kimi Taliban are now confirmed to be Mercedes driver for the 2026 Formula One season. Now you might be thinking, didn't Russell want a multi-year contract? Why did they just announce him for 2026? Well, the sources say that it is a multi-year contract with some exit clause and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure George Russell is not the type of guy to not have a multi-year contract when he actually wanted one, and the fact that Toto Wolff didn't really have any option with Max Verstappen going away and choosing to stay in Red Bull. So the definite details of the contract will emerge later after the Thursday press conference when Tom Clarkson asks a bunch of questions to Osama bin Russell. Then we will see how many years of contract he has with Mercedes. Up next, we have Mohammed bin Sulayem meeting Zak Brown and the infamous Horn Dog in London this week. And he said to the media and the press and all of the people that this was just some informal gathering. They had dinner. They didn't talk about business. Obviously, we're not going to believe any of that. I don't know what they discussed, but things are looking serious. They managed to take a bunch of pictures which look professionally taken, and there is a lot of papers on the table. Is that the menu? I don't believe that. So they definitely had some interesting, important official talks, guised as an informal dinner. These guys are extremely busy. At least Mohammed bin Sulayem is busy and Zak Brown is busy because a lot of shit is going on. Like his two drivers are about to take each other's head off. Like obviously Oscar Piastri wants to put Lando Norris in the wall. And then the Alex Palou lawsuit situation is going on. Christian Horner, he probably has a little bit of time on his hand. But I genuinely don't believe... I mean, these guys are cooking something. So I guess we will find out about that. Up next, in the 2025 Austin Grand Prix, F1 and the FIA have listened to the demands of fans and have got us some obscure country music singer who will sing about dirt roads and pickup trucks on a Formula One race week. His first name is Drake. I couldn't be bothered to research about his last name. More shenanigans on track in race weekends that we do not want or ask for. All of the live audiences who are attending this Grand Prix who are Formula One fans, they must feel shafted, rightfully so. Because if you look at the 2024 United States Grand Prix timetable, you will see a lot of different races, practice sessions, qualifying sessions happening. And this was a little bit entertaining and people got more value for their tickets with these type of events and these type of plans, right? But in 2025, there's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Only the Porsche Carrera Cup of North America, their practice session is going on, will happen. And everything else is just either F1 related or a bunch of bullshit, which includes people like him performing some songs that none of the Formula One fans will care about. So I guess it is what it is. Up next, we have new developments in the McLaren versus Alex Palou lawsuit situation. So the more I learn about it, the more I see that Alex Palou is a dumb low IQ retard who has signed the contract without reading the fine print. Because in 2022, despite having 1 year left with Chip Ganassi Racing, he signed a contract for 2023 with McLaren. I mean, what kind of a retard does that? And then a lot of new developments have come up in which he has accused, Alex Palou has accused Zak Brown, this guy, that Oscar Piastri's signing did not happen with his approval. And obviously McLaren CEO Zak Brown said this is ludicrous because Oscar Piastri is obviously one of the two drivers in McLaren Formula One team. So obviously it happened with his approval. Basically, Alex Palou wants Zak Brown to say that because Oscar Piastri was signed with a multi-year contract 2023 all the way to the end of 2024, and this will allow Alex Palou to convince the court that Zak Brown led him on about the F1 seat. But in reality, the fine print of the contract doesn't even promise Alex Palou or hint much about a full-time Formula One racing seat. It's about F1 reserve driver simulation and some practice FP1 duties. Again, Alex Palou needs to read the fine print of the document. Right now, I mean, he's going to lose the case. He's going to get fucked. That's all for the today's news. Not the today's news. This week's top news from the world of Formula One. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.